Hey everybody, welcome back to video number 10 in this series of unhelpful thinking styles. I've left the best for last, and this one is called personalization. So personalization is an unhealthy thinking style. I mean, personalization can be very good for you when you personalize your own wallets and books and all these wonderful things. But when it comes to unhelpful thinking styles, personalization is one that takes people through a lot of stress and anxiety in their lives. Personalization is where you blame yourself for things that happen external to you. So I'm going to go big here, but something happened at work when you weren't there, and you're going to say that it was my fault that I took the day off. Now, you would organize this day off last week. You didn't know what was going to happen on that day, and it just so happened on the day that you had off, taking a break, going to the spa, getting a massage, was the day that something hit the fan at work. Now you're going to take the blame. A person who does this unhelpful thinking style is going to take the blame and say to themselves, it was my fault that this happened. I wasn't there to mitigate. I will never take a day off again. And just like that, you have created a belief, a decision, a really bad decision, really bad self-care decision, where you're just not going to take care of yourself from now on because you have a belief that whenever you take some time off, bad things happen. And the fact of the matter is, bad things happen. Life happens. Challenges happen. Life is here to challenge us. Life is here to show us, how good we are, what we can do, how high we can jump, how we can, how we can flow, how we can move with it, how we can overcome it, how we can go under it, how we can go around it. This is what life is, and this is the way I see life. Life is not just this boring mirror surface that everything's going to be the same every day. No, that's not life. People might want it to be that, but hello, we all know that life is not like that. Some days are like amazing and happen the way we wish for them to happen, and sometimes they don't happen the way we want, and we ride the wave to see how we can survive at times and how we can thrive at other times. So the person who blames themselves for things that are outside of their control is someone who is taking on a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility for things that they really don't need to take. Conversely, on the other side, there are people who blame others for things that have happened. So it doesn't help. Let's take this situation here where someone, the boss took the day off to take a massage, a self-care day. Something happened at work. People at work start saying, it's her fault that this happened. She should have been there to be there for us. And once again, just throwing the blame on somebody else because now could be for certain reasons. Like, I'm not going to mind read, but let's say, for example, they felt they couldn't handle it. That's fine. It is okay to say, we didn't know what happened, so we just let it happen. And it's fair to say that there may be a gap in the process in that company, and so we just need to fill that up. They could feel like, or they could think that they're going to be blamed for what happened, and so they need to straight away quickly throw the blame on other people so that it doesn't stick on them. Once again, this is survival strategies, and it comes from a person who has been blamed for things all their life, and so they've learned that you need to throw blame back on people. So two different styles of personalization: either blaming things on yourself, taking responsibility for it, or not taking responsibility and shifting it onto someone else. Both of them are unhelpful thinking styles, and they actually create a lot of tension and stress inside you. So the person who's overbearing themselves with responsibility, that's a lot of pressure. And the person who could have stepped up to mitigate or to stop something from happening decided not to take responsibility, or someone who is just deciding that they don't want to be part of it, and so they're just easily deflect responsibility onto others, they're also rerunning a pattern of stress inside them. And we would look at that in coaching, and we would look at what's happened in the past where you were blamed for things that you didn't do. Thank you so much for joining me. I have really enjoyed bringing you this little series of unhelpful thinking styles. If you're interested in any other thinking style, or you've got another idea that you'd like me to run by you, please let me know in the comments below. Would love to have your feedback and would love to be bringing you content that you would be interested in. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.